Yo, what's up? In this short tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use the new scale transition. So you'll get the new scale transitions both as a video transition and a generators layer. So you'll get it as a scale transition here in the generators layer, and you'll get it as a video transition. Now I'll just show you how you can use the video transition, and right after I'll show you how you can use the generators version. So I'll just go ahead and grab the scale in from here, and then we can see we get this really nice zoom in transition. So if we just press here, we can see quite a bit of settings. The first is just the scale. So this is basically how far does it zoom in, and we can also make it shorter, so it's just a subtle zoom in like that. Then we can change the animation curve. So usually I just like to use expo, which gives a really smooth animation, but you can also do sin if you want to, or cubic or whatever. Then you can change the motion blur settings. So if we got this really big zoom in, it can be nice to change the quality sometimes just to smoothen it out a little bit, because as you can see, if we got low quality like this, it doesn't look that good, but if we got really high quality, it will be a lot better blurred out. And right here we can change the pivot point. So this is basically what point does it zoom into. So this we can change by just dragging this pivot here like this, or up and down. And if you just want to do it quickly, you can just use these pivot presets. So then we do bottom right, for example, and we'll just zoom into the bottom right corner. Top left, and we'll do that, and middle, you can do like zoom into the middle. You can also, if we go down here, then press on fusion overlay, you can get this crosshair thing here that you can drag it around to whatever pivot you want. So if I want to zoom into this picture behind me, we can do that and do a very big zoom in like that. So yeah, there's quite a lot of controls you can tweak if you want to. So now I'll just show you how you can use the generators version, the transition layer. So I'll just go into the generators here, and then we can go to transition layers, and then just do scale in transition layer. And by default, the transition layer is around 5 seconds long, and that's way too long for a transition in my opinion, but that's just how the generators work. So I'll just drag it down to around 50 to 1 second or frames. If you're working in, let's say, 30 FPS, you might want to drag it down to 30 or maybe 25, but I'm working in 60 FPS, so I'll just do something like this here. So as you can see, when we are using this, it zooms in, and then it do like this swap where it goes out and zooms in again. So therefore, it's very essential to find the exact middle of the clip. And then you might ask, how can we really do that? Well, you can just click on this playhead to middle, and then it'll find the complete middle of the clip like this. And then you can just press on mark the clip here, press on M, or press on this marker here, and then you'll get a marker to mark the middle, and then you'll simply just drag this over so the marker is over these two clips, and then we found the complete middle. And then here you can change the scale of it, so pretty much how far does it zoom in. So as you can see now, it zooms really far into me. If I drag it down, it's just a subtle zoom in. Then we can change the pivot point, so we can make it zoom into the top right corner if we want to, bottom left corner, or middle, or you can just drag it down manually, or you can just drag it around manually with this one here. You can also just go here and then do fusion overlay, and then you can just drag this cross here around. Then let's say you want to zoom into the picture of the monkey behind me, and then we can just make the scale very big, and then it will zoom into this point. Then you can change if you only want the in or the out. So let's say I want it to be in only, we can do like this, then we'll just go in like so here, which is really cool, which also allow us to do stuff like this where we can do in and then out here. So we just stack them like this, which basically is the exact same thing as we did before, but we will have it in 2 separate clips. I don't really know when you would do this, but you can do it if you want to, which is pretty nice. For example, let's say you want the in to be a certain length, and then you want the out to be a lot longer, then you can do something like that. But yeah, this is pretty much how you can use the new scale in transition layer. And if you have any questions regarding either the video transition or the transition layer, you can just drop them down below, and I'll try to get back to you. And if you haven't already got the Motion Essentials pack, you can grab it in the link down below. Have a great day out there, and I'll see you in the next video.